Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel on data engineering. In today's video, I'll be introducing what is data engineering, and I'll be covering what are the core concepts in data engineering, and also I'll be covering some roles and responsibilities of a data engineer, and in the end, I'll be giving you some real world examples. So let's start. So to start with, what is data engineering? So in simple terms, data engineering is a simple practice of collecting, uh, transforming, storing, and retrieval of data. So here, collection in the sense you ingest the data from various sources like APIs or from the web or from social media or from different sensors. So it can be from various sources. So the collected data is then transformed. So here, transform means you need to make sure the data is clean and also the data is in the raw format. So the raw format is converted to an understandable format for later purposes. And also you need to make sure there is no corrupted data. So if there is any corrupted data that needs to be removed. So this is the transforming part. So then next comes the storage part. So the data which is collected needs to be stored in a place. So that is where the data warehouse or the data lakes come into picture. And then at the end, you need to retrieve the data. So that is where the data scientists and the data analysts work here. They use different manipulation techniques to retrieve the data. So now, coming to the data engineer part, what does a data engineer needs to deliver? So he needs to clean the data and needs to make sure there is no corrupted data, and he needs to deliver the right data in the right form, say to the right people, and also he needs to make sure the data that is delivered is efficient and the flow of data is efficient. And he also needs to make sure he builds the data properly and he needs to manage the data pipelines. Moving on to the roles and responsibilities of a data engineer, as I was telling, the data engineer should deliver the data in the right form to the right people and also as efficiently as possible. By doing this, he also needs to make sure he's building the correct amount of data and managing the data pipelines along with this. And also, he needs to make sure that there is proper data quality and always the data is available at all times at the data warehouse. And while collaborating with the data scientists and data analysts, he needs to make sure the data is clean, well structured, and provide good insights. Yeah, now coming to the core concepts in data engineering, we have ETL, ELT, we have data pipelines, data warehouses, and data lakes. So ETL is defined as extract, transform, and load, and ELT is also similar to ETL. It is extract, load, and transform. So here ETL means so initially you collect the data, right? The data is extracted from various sources and then it is transformed and then it is loaded into a storage solution like a data warehouse. So here most commonly in ETL is used by structured data. Well, ELT is also a similar use case to ETL, but it is mostly used by unstructured data and semi-structured data. And the data here by the process of ELT is moved to the data lakes. And now moving on to the data pipelines. So data pipelines act as important step in the data engineering framework because data pipelines process the data, like it performs all the transformations while the data is being moved from a source to the destination. So here the source is nothing but the data source where you collect all the information, and the destination is something like a data warehouse or a data lake. Now moving on to the data warehouses. So we have data warehouses where the data is stored in it, and it is used by the data scientists and the data analysts for uh, real world purposes like performing business analytical tasks, creating dashboards, or reporting purposes. Well, a data lake is a storage system that holds a vast amount of data in the form of unstructured or semi-structured or structured. format. It can be any of the formats, but it holds a huge amount of data sets, well, in the raw format. And this data is used by the data scientist to perform machine learning tasks and other exploratory data analysis scenarios. Now, moving on to the next topic, some real world applications in data engineering. So here I have mentioned a few real world applications like e-commerce, finance, healthcare, and media and entertainment. So when coming to the e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, or eBay or Walmart, so you can see uh, the data engineers build data pipelines so that they can track the customers' search history based on the search patterns. They get personalized preferences. Into the finance sector, if you take an example of a banking sector or say an insurance company, so the banking sector needs to monitor the transactions happening in real time. So here, the data engineers' work is to create data pipelines in such a way that they can monitor the transactions in real time and also can report if there's any fraudulent transactions happening. And now coming to the healthcare sector, if you take an example of a hospital, so they gather information from various sources like from the lab reports or from clinical notes or from the medical history of a patient. So this is all done by a data pipelines. So a data engineer creates data pipelines in such a way that all the records of a patient's history is being stored at a place. And based on the health analytics of a patient, we can also provide personalized medicines to the patient. Now, coming to the media and entertainment part, as we all watch a lot of content on YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. So, based on our viewing content, a data engineer's role is to create data pipelines in such a way that they provide customized personal preferences to each user. So, based on the content you watch, you get a similar videos in your feed. This is the end of the video. If you do like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.